Morning. Burok is literally, even if you guys would have typed first, you would have lost because he literally has a message before the stream starts that says, "Why am I here all alone again?" Jesus. Morning Clips, Sinful, Evis, Nightfly TV, good morning, Money Lisa, Mango, Bro, JB, Squilliam, Anderson, Jake, Chris, Randy, whoa, Steven, Gabriella, Sonia, good morning, Jazz, Rambo, Ruff, good morning, E, good morning, Chan, good morning, Sandollar, Wag, Matt, this is Germ, FaZe, Bach, and Jackie, good morning. Good morning, Sherman, good morning, Romeo, Goran. All right, let's get started since I'm starting slow. So first off, what happened last night? We had Tesla rally. We have a lot more earnings happening, but they're not as important as like next week. But still, there's still some big ones happening this week. You can see Tesla's kicking ass. That's helping SPY start a little higher today. So if you go back after the bigger time frame, let me pull this down. I don't know why that's up so much. Look right there. The big thing that we're looking out for today, though, and you'll see we're opening at about 403. I mean, we're at about 403. I don't know if we're going to open there, but we're there. So we need to watch this area here. This is where we slowed down the last time. So if we can push over 403, we might see SPY at 407, maybe even 412 over the course of today or tomorrow, maybe even the beginning of next week. If we can hold this resistance here. Remember, this is where we kind of stopped. We went over it a little bit, couldn't hold it 1, 2, 3 times. So we're gonna have to pay, 1, 2, and then now we're kind of holding it the third time. Each time we've gotten here, we've gapped down, closed higher, gapped down, closed higher. Today is a difference, though. Today we're opening higher, so this is a potentially good sign that buyers want to hold 400. So continue to watch 399/400. I'm gonna type right now too. Watch for 399/400 to hold for bulls to keep heading higher. Over 403s, we can see 405, 407, maybe even 410/412. So we got that from the bigger time frame. Everybody understands that one. If we lose 399, we have to assume that everything that's happened every other time is going to happen again. We either break 399 and go retest 396, or we're just going to come down in here and sit inside of this range. So be very careful of that as well. Also have risk of ranging between 399, 396. Well, let me do this so people understand it. 396 to 399. If 399/400 does not continue to hold, right? Bam. Now we'll go back down to the smaller time frames. Hold up, is there a level still sitting there? Oh, maybe that was a halfway point. Okay, I'll leave it. So 403.52 is the level we need to watch. So I'll just say 55. Target 405/406.35 / 408.50. I'll just leave it there. Below, where's pre-market start? Pre-market starts way back here. Okay, so we're good on that one. 400.60 is a perfect level, so we can add whatever this is here. 400.36. $3.99. Below 398.90s after the break below 400.30s, we could target 397.30, 396.40, which all of you guys should be aware of this. So these are the same levels we've been going over most of the week. We have yesterday's open, 395.98. That's just basically 396. 396. huge typing on SPY today, but there's a lot to look at. So we're basically looking to see, can this area hold? And if not, then it's coming back down. And then probably going to range trade and have a boring rest of the day. If it doesn't, if it continues higher, we're going to have a pretty impressive day because we have a lot of really good levels above us. So we're essentially watching this range here, right at open. Does that make sense, everybody? Before I move on and continue on to some more tickers, does that make sense? And good morning to everybody I did not say good morning to. I see a lot more of you said it. Good morning, Johan, Intuition, Joel, Mel, Jacko, Anna, Justin, good morning, Burak, Pike, Jonathan Sherman, Thomas, Boo Boo, Ashley, The Movers Club, Big Lou, Friday. Good morning, good morning, good morning. 1,027 and 4,001 likes. Wow. Psych. Alright, looks like a lot of you understand it. Real quick, let me pull up this link. Here's the quant data that I said I'd start showing off more, which we can go through some of them. Here's a lot of the news that came out of Tesla, of course, Tesla killing it, so that's why they're up. You have IBM, Chevron, Pfizer, Southwest Airlines, Vegas Sands, ServiceNow, and Levi Strauss, all with news as well. You could screenshot that if you want. And then we have some really big things coming out today. So most of the days this week, we've just had kind of low to medium stuff coming out. But today we have jobless claims. Today we have the GDP growth rate. We have the durable goods. And they're going to definitely have some importance. As you can see, high importance. And the rest have medium, which this is a pretty big day. So today's going to be very hectic with the amount of different pieces of news that are coming out. So we have to also worry about that. So I'd be very careful. The bias does remain bullish. Pivot points 4018 on SPY futures. I think that's all I wanted to show. Everything else is just technical analysis. But I wanted to give you all that news so you at least knew what was coming up, what was happening today. And then you can see we have more earnings expected today as well. Comcast, the Dow, Intel, MasterCard, and Visa. So a lot of really big ones again. Like I said, not as important as next week, but still pretty important. All right, but everybody understands what we're looking at on SPY, so let's move on to the rest of these. Oh, Apple's already kind of giving us a really easy area. Previous day close, previous day open, previous day low, previous day high. So basically above 143.40s, we can look towards 144.60, 145. Under 141.80s, we can look towards yesterday's open, possibly even 140. Here on Microsoft, which they're still a little messed up because they had their earnings the other day. So their IV is still going to be trying to cool off a little bit, so they'll be a little wacky, still a little expensive. So if you don't want to trade them today, don't. But you can look over previous day high, 243.30s towards 245. Above 245, you can look towards higher levels. Below 239.60s, you can look towards all of these levels. But I think I'd rather you wait until it breaks, not just 239.60s, but retests it or breaks this and goes down to yesterday's open. So we'll have to watch that as well if we want to trade that. Amazon having a wacky day. All right, now I'm going to ask this. I want to see how many of you have been paying attention. Why is Amazon moving like this? Why does it care about Tesla's movement? Why is it moving the same? Someone tell me, why are these moving in sync? And don't just say because they're top weights. Tell me why. What is the thing that they share? Exactly, the same sector. Great job. The discretionary sector. XLY, they're in the same exact sector. Good job, guys. XLY, consumer discretionary. Beautiful work. Everybody's on the same page. I love it. So for this one, we can look over the pre-market. I'm probably going to ignore Amazon today, I'll be honest with you guys, because Tesla's going to kind of mess that one up today. And Tesla's still ripping higher, so that's great. That's definitely not going to be as tradable, but we'll see. We might see a cool down right at open, or we see them rip through 160. Meta, ooh, I like that it's kind of up a little bit, and then holding the range from yesterday, and then holding the range in the pre-market. So this might actually be a really, really good one to trade today. Let's add our highs from yesterday. 143.17. Previous day open way down here. Previous day close way down here. Previous day low touch, so we don't have to mess with that. So yeah, we can pretty much look over 143.17, and then towards 143.70s. Above that, we can look for higher levels. Below 142, we can look into here. Below this area, we can look down to here. Again, every level is a breakout level, so we can look at these as a combination. Previous day high, previous day close. Google's ripping as well. AMD, pre-market high. They're actually testing it right now. So we'll see what comes of that. Previous day high, previous day close. So if they get a pullback, it's going to be down to here. NVIDIA. Same for NVIDIA. If we get a pullback on NVIDIA, they're going to want to come down and test 193.70s, 192.80s. And then Netflix. Looks like they went up a little bit higher after hours, pulled back down some. And I think I started the stream actually on this chart. But what was impressive to me is that this keeps rallying, but we have lowering volume. So that one's kind of iffy. I don't know if that one's going to continue or not. You might see it pull back down to at least 357. If you see it down at 352, I'll be surprised. But I won't be surprised if this pulls back today at all. But let's go back to Apple, and we'll start making our list. So let me do this. All right, here we go. I always like to go through them first so you guys get a good idea of what each chart's plan looks like without even adding the level, or without kind of discussing the plans. I just kind of cover what's going to possibly happen for each one, and then we go through the list and we start making it. But above 143.50s, I'm just going to go ahead and cheat. Target 144/144/ or 0.55, sorry, /145.10. Below 141.80s, target 90. Tesla's still moving higher. They're literally going to go smack 160. Meta's moving higher. AMD, Google, everything's still heading higher. Well, except Netflix. They're slowing down. But still, they're even moving higher again. Everything is still moving higher. Am I really going to have to go back 2 days to get a level on this? Alright, so let's add this just to get it going. So we know what they're headed towards if they do pass this early on. It's most likely 145 area. AMD, like 3 days ago, there was a close back here. Let's see what that looks like. Ooh, 76.55 is the level on AMD. See, does NVIDIA have the same thing? Nope, they're well past those days. Alright, so I think we'll add AMD, maybe NVIDIA. Nope. Let's make it bold. NVIDIA. How's everyone's morning so far, though? It's Thursday, right? Yeah, Thursday. So we have one more day tomorrow, and then we have the weekend, and then we have next week. Which, let me know if y'all want to have a Sunday stream or not. We haven't done one in a while, so if y'all want to have one, we could totally do it. Because I don't know if I want to do a power hour stream. With all the earnings and news coming out, I just don't think a power hour stream is going to be useful. Again, we're just going to end up covering things, and I'm going to be repeating myself over and over. So I just don't think power hour is going to be the move. But I would like to replenish that with a Sunday stream if that's what y'all want. Above 199, 197.55 target. 199, 200. Yeah, exactly. There's no point for a power hour stream, which kind of sucks, but It's just the way it is. Next week's gonna probably be like that a little bit too, which I really want to have one next week. But oh, Boo Boo asked, what do you cover on Sunday streams? On Sunday streams, I pretty much delete all my levels. I delete everything and I redo it with everybody, so we're all on the same page again. Which you guys can catch up to being on the same page. It's not like you can't, but I take that opportunity for people to kind of really restart with me. So we delete all my levels. We do it from bigger time frame down to the smaller time frames. We cover a couple things on bigger and smaller time frames, but we delete everything and basically redo it so everybody's on the exact same page. Is basically how my streams go when we do them on Sunday. I guess we'll try to fit AMD in here. Or should we do Microsoft? I think I'm going to do Microsoft, actually. Just because AMD and NVIDIA are not the exact same thing. But they will move alike sometimes. I did every dollar, then I went up $2 for the last one in case there's a crazy rally below 239 60s target 237.25 234.55. Awesome. That's not a bad list. I mean, most of the TA's on SPY, but that is what's most important right now. All right, so I'm going to post this list to everybody real quick. How's the music? Is it too quiet, too loud? And then in a second, I'll show what JBake posted. And then, yeah. Real quick, though, let me post this out for everybody who's in Discord. Alright, it should be posted for everybody now. Alright, I think it's all, yeah, it's all posted. We're good. Alright, cool. Let me catch up to some of y'all's messages now. Foosball's the devil. That's the first thing I read. Sunday is like a live workshop number 11. It really is. I mean, I'll come up with the time, Ovu, to answer your question. Most like, what's a good time for everybody in here? Just drop a time, and please drop the time zone, or I'll have no idea what you're saying. But most likely I'm gonna try to do it like at 3, 4, or 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Most likely like 4, just because that's 5 o'clock to the time zone to my right, and that would be, what did I say, 4? That'd be 2 o'clock in California. So I'll probably do it like 3 or 4 Central Standard Time p.m. Most likely. And welcome, guys. I just realized we have over 230 people in here, 78 likes. Let's try to even that up a little bit. But thank you guys for tuning in, enjoying, engaging, supporting, dropping your own information too. It's not just It's not just listen to Bueller. You guys drop so much info in here, and I try to read out as many messages as I can so everybody feels part of it, and actually is a part of it, because you guys do drop a lot of really good info, and I like to read it. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for tuning in, dropping likes, all that great stuff. But yeah, maybe I'll aim for like 3 or 4 p.m. most likely. Just finished your exam in 30 minutes. Oh man, I hope you did good on it. He's over here speed running the exam. Over here speed running real life. Good morning, Steve. Zach, that's pretty funny. SPY pre-market price actually looks very bullish so far, 100%. So that morning stock halt was caused due to a New York Stock Exchange employee forgetting to shut down their workstation. Oh my god, I hope that person gets fired. That was just wild. Abe, you only have to have basic to do that. I post them in my personal channel every Sunday. Which you only have to have basic membership to get that. Good morning, Raphael. Always glad to see you. Anderson's TA on BAC. Make sure y'all read that. Anderson is kind of a killer when it comes to BAC. He calls it out almost every day, or most days when he's in here, and he has a really good TA. Just want to say a massive thank you to you, Josh. I come from a crypto background, and my knowledge of the stock market was limited, so I'm extremely grateful for the time you take to educate it. No problem, Cameron. Glad to have you. I mean, I'm just kind of doing me, you know. I'm just posting stuff I go over. You know, there's billions of things you could learn without me, too. I'm not saying I'm like God or anything, but it's definitely cool to have a set system, a set routine, you know, some stability, which is honestly the main thing most traders need when they continue trading. Everyone's always like, you know, I get good trades here and there, I get this here and there, but I can't keep it consistent, I can't maintain. The only way you're going to be able to maintain is cutting out all noise and having a set routine. Oh yeah, I'm calling BS on the New York Stock Exchange too, Paul. Trust me, that's some bullshit. So, I mean, but back to what I was saying though, it's nice to have a set system or, you know, some stability, because that's really where the better trades and the better growth comes from. It's going to come from you having a set routine, a consistent, you know, routine that you're going through every single day. Morning Bueller, levels I set from BB System yesterday. Thanks, my friend. No problem, Will. Always glad to help you. And I'm glad you're trying the levels out for yourself. There's always a few people around who complain, and then they'll send me their charts, and they're like, dude, how come this isn't working, or how come I failed here? And I'll look at their levels, and I'm like, man, you didn't even draw what we're drawing. Like, how I can't help you if you're using a completely different system. You know, I don't know what you're going off of. You know, so if you use my system, it's like I can snap instantly to, oh, this is what happened, or this is what went wrong, or you're just overthinking it here. You know, most of the time people message me and they are using my levels. They just, at first they think, oh, it's going to always work. Like, no, you're going to have breakouts that don't work. That's something that happens, you know, that it's part of life, you know. So that's why you have to have a good stop loss as well. But then there's some people that'll be like, oh, this didn't go well, this didn't go well. Well, yeah, you're not using the levels, and I can't really help you. I don't know what, you know, I can't give you that compare contrast because you're using something differently. And I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, well, those levels suck. No, there's a billion ways to chart. There's a billion ways to profit in the market. I can't sit here and hate on someone using a different strat. But if you are coming to compare contrast with me, I can't help because you're not using the exact same system we're using, you know. Good morning, Jackson. Always glad to see you. Good morning, Kem. No, 100% Sanddollar, I agree. Oh my god, Zach. Getting it started, I see. Finishes his exam and donates $1.99. I appreciate you, Zach. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for supporting the streams, keeping them going. I appreciate you being here, dropping your own information. And I really do hope you passed on your exam, because 30 minutes is fast. What kind of exam was it? What kind of, like, what category of school is this? Like, is this sports medicine? Is this math? Is this biology? Morning, King Cabina. 162.50 is the next level on Tesla. 100% Mel, 100%. 160 will be hectic or a headache. Starting me off the like as always. Appreciate you, Peter. Yeah, Zach changed his name because I forgot what it originally was. It was something loves Roblox. I forgot the original name, but then we were asking him, well, is that even... He's like, that's not even my name. My name's Zach. And we are like, well, do you even like Roblox? And he changed to Zach Hates Roblox. So he has an Easter egg of a name in here. A financial planning exam. Okay, well, I really hope you pass it then, because 30 minutes is fast. I think I'm good already. Had a 91 average. Oh, okay, well, yeah, you probably passed it with flying colors. Zach answers, we're all Bueller. What's up, username? That's my boy right there. You'll see his name? That is one of the best traders around, man. Super disciplined. Username, I'm going to show you off a little bit. I'm sorry to do this to you. 1 second. Y'all got to see this. Y'all think y'all work hard? Hold up. This is my boy. This is how he posts trade reviews. This is how you should post trade reviews. He comes to my DMs every day. He is super, super serious about this. But he always talks about, oh, I made money here. You know, I didn't do this right, did this right. He always drops his reviews in chat. But he always gives me these amazing descriptions of how his day was. And look at this. He like always breaks down literally every part of his thought process, what went right, what went wrong, what he can do better on, what he did really good on, giving himself credit and constructive criticism. He does this every day. You know, this is how you should be taking things serious. You should be looking, whether it's to me, whether it's to chat, whether it's just a DM to yourself, it's okay. You need to be able to post your thought process, your after review of what happened during the day, what happened during your trades, giving yourself that insight on what you could possibly adjust going into future opportunity. Exactly, a really good way to journal to yourself. And it's not, people always think like, oh, they just want me to journal it so it's track. Like, no, it's not just to track it. It's literally so you can go back and read through it and remind yourself, okay, this is what I did right, this is what I did wrong. But welcome, username. I always wanted to give you that respect when you join in here. Rare ability to join stream while I drive. Please drive safe, man. Please, please, please. Well, Justin's at a red light driving as well. Y'all better be safe if you're listening to me while driving. Better have a seatbelt on. Adjust, King Cabina. You need to be able to always review, regardless. Exactly. Eyes on the road. Oh, and Jazz is driving too. Y'all better be freaking safe, I swear. I don't want any casualties on my stream. Can't post pics? Yeah, it's probably good that that y'all can't post pics in here, because then y'all be taking pics while driving. Oh, now everybody's coming out of the closet saying that they drive while listening. I prefer to listen to you while I fall asleep. I appreciate that. I don't know if that's a diss or not, but I'll take it. Listen to the stream while driving most days. Baby steps, exactly, King Cabina. I like that. Baby steps. That's it on the watch list. I didn't put anything else. I don't want to add too much because we're up a very nice percentage that I really just am focused on SPY to see how everything works out. Love you too, Justin. What's up, Mario? Glad to have you back. I'm glad I'm worthy enough for a day 2. I appreciate you. I replay the videos on my heads-up display when I'm driving at night. Ah. Is it more irresponsible to listen while driving or to not listen at all? The world may never know. Questions of time. LOL, listening to BB as you sleep is like mental trading to the max. Oh, you meant the list. I think I have Square, BAC, Boeing, and something else. Yeah, Square, BAC, Boeing. But I didn't go through those. Square's kicking ass. BAC's really close. Damn, they're at 35. And then I think Boeing had earnings the other day, so they're probably not fun to trade. But if you did trade them, focus on that previous day high, previous day close, and the 212 level. But I haven't gone through those for a reason. I just didn't want to look at them today. Let me go to the 1 day 5 minute, and then I can just do this. That's a fair zoom in right there. LOL, more than worthy. I watched the workshop and was hooked after that. Oh, I'm so glad you did, Mario. I really am happy that you went through that video, because that is by far the best video on my channel. I worked really hard. I don't really plan for a lot of my videos. I feel like a lot of YouTubers do that, though. They'll like sit there and plan hours ahead of making their videos, and yeah, they're structured, but then it ends up being kind of like vague, you know? So when I do a lot of my videos, I'm doing them in like 1 or 2 takes. Like I just do it. I try not to plan too much. I just try to think about a couple things and then I go at it. I just talk about whatever pops up in my mind, so it feels a little bit more surreal when you're watching the video. That video though, I planned like crazy. I planned every second of that video. So that was definitely one of my favorite videos to make. But I'm really glad you went through it, Mario, because it really is like what I wanted it to be. It's a one-stop shop video. You shouldn't have to watch any other videos, which you can, of course. I mean, there's hundreds of videos on my channel. But after you watch that video, there's almost no need to watch a ton of videos on my channel, because that's the video. That's the video, capital THE. But I'm really glad you went through that, Mario. Good job. That's the thought process I can get by. Good morning, Chloe. Good morning, D-Touch. How you doing, D-Touch, you beautiful soul, you? I have a strong area of resistance, 405, 408, that I pulled from the 4-hour time frame on SPY. I don't know, still thinking Tesla's overextended. I mean, it's a really good reaction. I mean, they're coming out of that earnings news, so could see a continuation, Mel, but we'll see. Which video is that? Workshop number 11, J-Lamp and Chan. I'll pull it up on the screen real quick so you can see exactly where to go. You go to my YouTube, go to videos. You can cheat and just click popular and it'll be the second one, workshop number 11, or you can just go to recently updated and it's 3, 6, 7 videos back. Workshop number 11. It's also the featured video on my channel, which I can't show because we're streaming right now, but when I'm not streaming, it's sitting here. Just so you know. And thank you guys for the support. I just saw we had pretty good views on the other videos. Good job. Everybody taking time to review the price action. Good to see. But yeah, that's the video to watch. Oh, you already saw it. Good job, J-Lamp. It's great. Oh, I'm glad you liked it. Because, yeah, that's definitely my favorite video. And it's what I wanted it to be. It's a literal one-stop shop. People don't have to go check 50 different videos to see what I'm talking about. They can get it all in one. It's a little bit long of a video, but it's really worth it. Tesla's sitting at a nice hourly supply. Good call out by Rambo. How you doing, Rambo? Rambo and Boo-Rock run the premium chat now. Tesla could consolidate for a minute here. Most likely. I mean, I think a lot of stocks that are up might do that. You might see a little bit of a sideways open where it just kind of goes up, down, up, down, up, down, and then kind of finds a range, and then the better breakout occurs. So we'll have to see, but we're just going to play it by ear. But yeah, good idea, though. Let's get Devin in here. Let me put my headset on so we can listen to music together. Me and Stream going on a date listening to music. Good morning, Spicy Pepper. What's up, Intuition? I love the name, Intuition. N2. Been a bad trader for 4 years. Learned more from you in the last few weeks than I have from others over the years. Never had a mentor, but now I do. Thank you. No problem, Intuition. I'm glad to have you in here. Spicy Pepper is the best name. If you say so, Sinful. But no problem, though, Intuition. I'm happy to have you in here. I'm really glad to have you kind of in here just tuning in, listening, engaging, interacting. As I've always said before, the people who engage the most or interact the most learn the most, at least in my community. I can't say the same for others, but I'd say a lot of really good information comes from just tuning in, engaging in the conversation, asking questions, listening to what other people say. Because, again, it's not just me we're listening to. A lot of you guys have really, really good info. A lot of really good updates come from the stream chat. Texas, Peter. Good morning, Terry. Big candle on Meta. I did see that before, but I do see now that they are actually pushing pretty well through that. So, yeah, Meta's on a whole nother level of breakout right now. Microsoft is too. Tesla's continuing higher at 160. Tesla 160 is the key level. Looks like Meta 145 is the key level. Meta seems to be pushing by theirself though. Nope, Netflix is going to. So you have Meta and Netflix working together. Google's not really helping those two though, at least in the latest candle. But yeah, let's get Devin in here.
Yo, good morning, everybody. Can you hear me, Josh?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I hear you too loud.
Oh,
I have to hear you super loud, and then they're sometimes they'll be like, "We can barely hear you." Well, I'm like getting deaf listening to you.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll make sure to scream in your ear today.
Please don't. I need to fix my audio this weekend.
Aaron's really good at that.
I already know what the problem is. I'm too lazy to go actually fix it because it's inside of OBS. Plus, OBS just updated again, and part of their updates were from are about audio. So I think this latest update helps me.
See what we get.
Market's open. Tesla's above 160, guys, up 11% at open.
Meta getting going too. After a quick little retest. See if Meta gets over 145. That'll be a nice move on that. Amazon coming up, Apple coming up, Google coming up, looking pretty good. Popping 145 on Meta.
Tesla
Go ahead.
Tesla rises 11% at open, sending the market value back above 500 billion. Apple getting going. They're near 144.50s already. Microsoft was already going. They're still continuing. Amazon continuing. Tesla getting a potential seller candle around 161.50s. Meta pushing higher. We'll see if it holds in the first 10 minutes. Google pushing higher. See if it holds in the first 10 minutes. AMD and Nvidia getting going. And Netflix a little weak compared to most, but they're still holding up pretty well. Where are my levels on this? Oh, here we go. Damn, I should have added Netflix in the list today. All right, guys, watch for Netflix to break above 370 or under 365s, basically. That's kind of the plan. It's a $5 range you can look at on Netflix. Again, that's 365, 370.
Meta losing steam.
If you sell your Tesla shares, you get some McNuggets tonight. I would like to think if you had multiple Tesla shares, you could buy a lot more than just a couple McNuggets. Unless you're really just buying that many. Thank you. See, Eva said Dev is loud over here. Some people just need to turn up their volume. It's not me. I know for a fact because I did playback and I listened to it. People just need to fix their audio because it's not my audio. I can see that it's working. Thank you, Eves, for confirming my craziness. I've been saying for weeks that it's not my audio.
Google wicking down pretty hard. Meta retested that pre-market high, coming back up.
He did say hi to the stream, Money Lisa. I can confirm this. That was the first thing Devin said.
Netflix coming back off that pre-market low. See if Meta's going to go and push a new high here. It's coming back up, trying to take the body out of those candles. Coming back up over 145.
SPY potentially rejecting 403.50s. Netflix trying its high of day. No luck so far.
Meta's trying to re-break new high day as well. Yep, new high day on Meta after that retested pre-market high. NVIDIA flying over 200.
VIX has a double bottom at $19. Good morning, Satchmo. BSC at the area watch. Good call it by Anderson. Watching SPY to go under 402.50. Switch Tesla long 160. Not looking for much. BAC rejecting. Good call out to everybody. Almost 300 people in here. Good morning, everybody. Be sure to drop a like on the stream if you are enjoying some of the callouts and updates and all of the fun price action going on. Good morning, Tulip. Always happy to see your name pop up. How you doing, brother? The question remains, though, do I not enjoy a certain name popping up? Good morning, Sylvia. Push the damn like button. I am the captain of this ship now. Alright, first 10 minutes is almost over. Again, first 10 minutes is a very good cautionary time to not trade. It's a very good time to just kind of watch price action pan out. If you're someone who waits 30 minutes, more power to you. SPY still having trouble with 403.50s. I guess I'll add that in between level because I do have it marked 405. That's that psychological level above. I saw that, Burak. I actually started off the stream reading off your message. Because normally when I start streaming, it'll drop like a little paragraph of like a update. I can't scroll up to it now. It's too many messages now. But I did see you were saying, why am I in here all alone or something like that. That was really funny. Good morning, Oscar. Good call out, Noxta. Netflix coming down to 365. Watch for the break of this area. Might be a good short here for Netflix if they crack it. If not, though, they can maintain this range for a little bit. It is a decent enough room. You can see both 5-minute candles testing both sides of that range. Very indecisive open for Netflix. Apple's slowing down. You got Wix on top. Microsoft possibly wicking down. Amazon's still trying to power through it. Tesla's still having trouble after opening. Meta finally showing some sellers. Same for Google. Same for AMD and Nvidia. Everything has wicks now.
Berkby's pushing to the upside. Looks a lot like Amazon. New 10-minute candle trying to push higher on SPY here. See how much movement we get.
Google filled the gap and is struggling now. Good call out, Noxta. You're on fire today, Noxta. Good morning, Green Candlestick. Welcome back, Jose. Glad to have you. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate you. Doing great, boss. How are you? I'm doing great, man. Thank you for asking. You know me. I'm happy to be here. Good morning, JP Stockin.
Apple pushing back off pre-market high. Amazon retesting pre-market high. Google cracking it.
And guys, I've been not bullying, but pretty close to it. I've been almost bullying one of my friends that's on Instagram. He's a kind of a financial advisor to some extent, but he's in Serbia, and he's gonna start making a Substack, kind of like what y'all saw Tobias doing, and I'm gonna be promoting it soon when he starts making articles. But he's gonna have amazing information. A lot of the time we read those things, they're misleading. They have a lot of confusing information in it that's not broken down into a more simple fashion. He's gonna make sure all of that is thrown out the window. And he's going to be putting a lot of really, really good information out on Substack. And I'll be reading those on stream when he starts doing that. But I just wanted to let y'all know, because I'm very excited for that. I was almost bullying him, though. Say no to bullying. And we just broke 300 viewers on stream. Be sure to drop a like on the stream if you're tuning in or if you've been here for a while. How many streams have you guys been a part of? Did you guys say y'all been here for a week, a couple days, a couple months? We've been doing these since August. Say yes to that kind of bullying. Yeah, I was more just pushing a friend to do a little more. Too many to count. That's a good thing then. All of them, every single one. Totally fine, SPAC man. And thank you, dude. I've been wondering how many people actually do that, so I'm glad to see you said that. Was here yesterday, gulp. Spy pulling back aggressively, yeah.
Get out of my head, Josh.
Get out of my chart, get out of my chart! Breaking current day open.
Everything looks to be universally kind of just pulling back here.
Uh-oh, rising volume.
It would take the 401, 90, 402 area here, going towards pre-market low.
Remember, guys, just because this candle popped up does not mean we instantly sell off. You might see a little bit of a reversal to retest today's open or the level we fell from at 403.50s before seeing a continuation if buyers do not retake over today's open or the 403.50. So keep a watch on that area.
Meta needs to break its pre-market high. Microsoft needs to break this yesterday high area, which is currently trying to crack. Amazon's holding pre-market high. It needs to break that. Same with Apple. Tesla's underneath, but still holding a good area. Google's flirting around right at pre-market high. Just still waiting.
BAC still above today's open. Anderson. Good call out on that. Poots. Yeah, we don't buy puts in here. We buy poots.
Got some poots for sale.
I bought an iPad mini so I could start attending streams finally. Hey, the come up by King Clips.
There you go. Google getting back above its pre-market high. Meta still holding above. Amazon holding up looks like the best. Berk B is not really moving too much. XOM's getting over 115. That's pretty cool. Been waiting for that 114 break for a long time, so we're going to see how much XOM wants to go. Amazon getting back near that previous high. Got 3 minutes on the next 10-minute candle. Microsoft breaking down. Apple's holding up better than Microsoft.
If Apple breaks down more, we're in trouble. Really good point made by Mark. He said if you tried a 40% entry on SPY over PMH, you're most likely stopped at, which you shouldn't be trading the open anyway. Like I said, you shouldn't be trading the first 10-15 minutes anyway. But he's right, though. Try to play 80% entry plays as you learn. Take it slow. Preach, Mark. I love what message you're putting across. I have no idea, Peter, to be honest with you. I have seen people say that the TV streams are slower, so I'm not sure. I try to have as small amount of lag in my streams as possible, so... Leland does 762 in the chat. Leland does. Which it's funny you say that because he just posted this the other day. He reposted an updated version of our the system indicator, basically the BB system, and he added the bubble line to the right. You can change it to the left now as well. So if you're on TOS and you've always wanted this, you can go into the BB bot channel, copy that link, add it to your TOS, and it'll give you all the levels made for you. Even made it a kind of little customizable a little bit. Spy pulling back more. Now the TV streams ahead. Yeah, I have no idea, man. I don't know how that works. Caught the move down, but didn't have a plan, but got out for a small 10%. Good job, Creator Trades. Next time, try to come up with at least part of a plan so you can help yourself out. But still, man, good job. Can't beat up your trade. If Spy fills the gap, I mail a box of ears to Devin. Damn. He said a box of ears. That's plural. That means they're not his.
Still waiting on the last box of ears.
Dude, I'm waiting on my boxes of ears from him. I don't know what.
I was hoping they're like some like cookies that were made to look like ears or something. You know what I'm saying? Like some edible ones.
Yeah, Leland, if anything, you're going into ear debt. Yeah, thank you, Noxta. He almost sounds like a mass murderer, like, you know, something like that.
Spy losing the midpoint. See if we're going to come down to 401, 470 now.
Very aggressive pullback. Lowering volume through this move so far. You had rising volume on the breaking candle that broke today's open. You have lowering into these next two candles, which isn't the end of the world. It's not impossible to have lowering volume. Ear debt.
Oh man, I'm glad I did not hold that meta play.
Peter, stop looking back at your contract, bro. That's not going to help you. It's just going to piss you off.
Peter, you want to know opposite of that? If I would have held my meta play, I'd be down a couple bands right now. So holding plays doesn't always work, but instead I made money on that opening scalp. So yeah, you can't look back like that because it could have went the other way on you. Like you never know where the market's going. Be happy to make money.
It also is just pointless to look back. It doesn't do anything for you. Trust me, brother. If you want to look back at something, look back at the TA. Look back at where did you enter, where did you exit, what could you adjust next time. That's what you could look back on. Never look back at your contract and sit there and remind yourself, oh, wow, I'd be up even more now. I'd be up even more now. That does nothing for you. I've seen that single factor ruin people. Can't stick around today. I have class, but thanks for another amazing stream. Nailed spy puts for 20%. Beautiful job, Money Lisa.
Hey, 20% a day keeps that 9 to 5 away. I catch a little bit of buyers here. Looks like Apple's getting back above that pre-market high.
Very, very, very strong buyer candle here. We're about to have the second most volume of the day on this candle.
I feel like this is a deja vu 3 days in a row.
Yeah, it is. It's like literally the same exact move. I'm going from open to today's low right now, guys, to see the retracement percentages. I want to see price pass 402 and 402.50 for buyers to show that they want to go test today's open again. Totally fine, Peter. All I'm saying is that if you have time to review what your contract is doing after you sell, you have time to review what you did in the trade. Just take your time to review that. I absolutely love the positive reinforcement you guys give. I caught a 66% banger with one contract and SPY. I'm out. Got to go back to work. Totally fine, Curtis. Great job, man. Round of applause for Curtis. Huge percentage. And yeah, Matt, 100%. All right, well, that green candle just went to red instantly. Might be seeing a failed buyer attempt. That was looking kind of sexy. Because we have seen that 2 days in a row now. That would have been crazy to see a third time.
We got quite a bit of time on this 10-minute candle. Not so much on the 5-minute, about 10 seconds.
There are commercials, Peter, but they're skippable. I made it to where they're skippable. I don't want to hold anyone hostage. So if you have one pop up, that means you don't have YouTube Premium, but you can just skip it. You don't have to stare. You don't even have to watch 5 seconds of it. Good job, SPAC man. Damn, Square's drilling through the floor. Same for Boeing and BAC.
It looks like ES futures are trying to lose that yesterday high. See it take spot yesterday high.
Meta is still holding. Even with that pullback, they're still above a good area. They're well above previous day high still. Tesla's a trickier one. I'd go from this level to this high and see where they can pull back. 154 seems to be optimal, but you can see there's a lot of consolidation in pre-market trading there too. So 154, if they keep pulling back, is most likely where they're going.
I'm trying to make that new lows a day, coming down. Looking at 470 now.
All right, well, they're going to test 400s, guys. Oh, good call out, Money Lisa.
Selling some SPY into this yesterday high.
Yeah, I would expect some buyer reaction here to some extent.
Might be a day for me.
I mean, there's nothing crazy about this move, Peter. We had a fake breakout in the first 10 minutes and then a continuation down under today's open. That's a pretty normal piece of price action. There's nothing really more in-depth behind that. Market's up. People are taking profits. This is why I talk about SPY in the first part of stream. If we can't hold 403, we got to go down to 400/399. This is basic price action. There's nothing really special about this. It's pretty normal. That's why I also say do not trade the first 10 minutes. There's no point in trading the first 10 minutes. Like I said, you should expect some buyer reaction down here now that we're near 400. We seem to be getting a little bit of that.
There you go, Mel. All right, Zach Ace Roblox, 98% banger.
It's okay, Kimura. I'm not one of those people.
Yeah, no. But some Twitter games.
Good call out, Noxta, so far. Candle closes in less than 20 seconds.
Yeah, first 30.
Pretty impressive buyer candle there. Be very careful on shorts. Next shorting opportunity is going to be the break of 400.30s right there. Excuse me. Thanks for what y'all do, Devin and Josh. Can't thank y'all enough for how much effort y'all put in the community. No problem, man. We're glad to be here. Oh, yeah, the 9 EMA. I forgot to put that on again today.
The 9 EMA. All right. Meta coming up a little bit. Apple's still holding, not too bad. Nothing looks completely ugly. Google looks the worst. Tesla looks not as great, but it's still up.
We'll go through those and let us know what levels need to break on what tickers for this to get more ugly. And we already know base build can happen. We understand that one. Give us the worst, Devin.
The worst, like if Google broke down to the yesterday high, that would be the ugly. If Tesla gets to 152.50, that's going to be to the downside. But as long as Amazon's like it's kind of just holding this pre-market high, Apple's trying to hold like the 143, kind of where it started to break out from in pre-market. Microsoft's right at that yesterday high. So as long as these hold levels, it's not looking too shabby. So as long as those stay all above those levels, SPY could definitely hold 400.
Awesome. Good update, Devin. Oh, good stuff, Mel. I see you. I see you.
NVIDIA's kind of having an ugly retest, but it's holding pre-market low. Didn't get above pre-market high. Microsoft trying to get back up above that yesterday high again. Google pushing off the yesterday high.
Strong buyer candles on SPY right now, too. You got long wicks underneath both candles here. Decent volume on the previous candle.
You got Amazon trying to come back above pre-market high. Tesla getting a green candle. Microsoft coming up a little bit more. See if it gets over the previous body, going towards 246.
if we go from the level we fell from to the level we fell to before slowing down, we are currently testing the halfway point, which could produce 80% entries as long as we stay under 401.96. So be very careful on that.
Amazon back above that pre-market high.
Currently rejecting halfway point. Again, this is a fib going from today's open, the level we fell from, down to where we fell to, the low of day.
Meta rejecting that pre-market high again. Coming back down. Same with Google. Netflix never really got going, coming back into that pre-market low, going back towards 364. Tesla coming back down. Amazon right at that pre-market high. Apple's starting to move a little bit lower. That's not going to look good on SPY.
Good call out on the weights. If you guys have been listening, Devin's been calling out all of the weights of the market very well. I haven't really had to say anything. Devin keeps beating me to it.
Microsoft's starting to wick down a little bit. So see if SPY is going to come down and crack this 400 now. It's going to try to hold.
And this is why I had Devin label what's the worst things that can happen on the different weights of each chart. Just because if they do happen, that is going to reflect on SPY's price action. So if all those bad things happen, all those supports were lost, you're going to see SPY pulling back more.
Yeah, less than 2 minutes on this 10-minute candle.
Let me link you some stuff. Mike Banks. I've already gone over it a billion times, so I don't want to repeat it again. But here are some links that you can click on that are 60-second clips. There's 2 of them. And here's the 3rd one. But all 3 of these are about a minute long. I think some of them are just under a minute. But those 3 links can help you out with what you were just asking. And we have over 300 people in here. Welcome, everybody.
Amazon starting to lose that pre-market high. Meta coming back towards that yesterday high. Google's right against the yesterday high. So we got about 30 seconds on this 10-minute candle. 10-minute candle, trying to open up quite a bit over 400.
And good job, whoever pointed out that this could be a potential 80% entry. You are correct. We went up with lowering volume, got a good projection. So that already paid out really well if you entered initial 80% entry. But overall, what we're looking for now is to see a better test of 400, 401 area. We've seen them get tapped. Can they break lower, or are they going to try to hold here is the question. But yeah, please check out those stream clips, regardless if you guys are already seeing it or not. Those were 3 that we saved up in the stream clips channel. Which, if you have basic membership, you should definitely check out the Stream Clips channel. We have, I'm not going to say hundreds because we're not quite there yet, but we have tens and tens and tens of different stream clips that have been saved by me, my moderators, some of my friends. Everybody saves them up, and then we post them in the Discord. Three out of the 4 largest U.S. stocks report earnings 1 week from today. 1 week from today, we have Amazon, Apple, and Google all reporting. Amazon options implying a 9.1% share move post-earnings, Apple 5.1%, and Google 6.1%. BB's S&P Save and Post. That's a catchy name.
Not too much movement going on, just sitting around waiting.
These wicks are wicked.
Microsoft getting back over yesterday high. Apple getting a green candle. Looks like they're trying to hold.
Lowering volume in all of this little base build that we have here. Let's see if they have enough strength to retake the 9 EMA with rising volume. If they do, this gives them a chance of exiting the retracement area. And if they can do that, they can definitely head back up towards today's open at 403.12. Duke bought Amazon Snipe. Glad you're watching that, man. Duke is on fire lately. Good job, Rambo, completing your daily goal. Very happy to hear that. You were on fire, man.
Get some short-term buyer volume here on SPY. Microsoft coming back up. Apple helping it out. Amazon back over pre-market high. Tesla moving up a little bit.
Apple's struggling with today's open level. Nvidia struggling with 195, but they're holding over the previous day high. Key level on Nvidia chart on the 5-minute, 193.70. Microsoft's just holding in a range. That's pretty good. Price held over 90 EMA with decent volume from candle to candle, and now they're inside of the indecisive range. Could possibly see a pop back up to today's open if they continue holding here.
A little bit more. Looks like Microsoft, Amazon, XOM, Tesla, Google moving to the upside. Meta still got levels they need to get over. Pre-market high, most of them. XOM's getting back above that pre-market high. It's got that previous intraday high in 116. He's coming back up towards that yesterday high.
I can't believe 45 minutes has already gone by. These pain meds are whoa. JP stalking. You just click on this symbol here. Looks like a little graduated cylinder almost. Go to studies. Type EXP. Moving average exponential. Right here, this one. Add selected, and then when you add it, hit that cogwheel. Mine is already set up to just update at the 9 EMA, but if you go and add it, adjust the length to 9, and that's how you add it. Click apply. Don't just click OK. Make sure you click apply and save it. You could save it as a set as well. You could even add it to your toolbar if you want. Apple broke today's open. They're moving towards today's high. Microsoft never really broke anything. They're rounding back up. Amazon holding 98.15. Tesla breaking 157.60s. Possibly trying to get back above the 9 EMA and hold. Meta doing a really good bounce from previous day high. Same for Google. Same for AMD. Same for Nvidia. Netflix is kind of battling it in between 365, 366 area. Ooh, good job, Daffy. Good job, LRD. Good job, Mikey. Good job, Avant. Good job, Leland. Tons of amazing trade reviews already. Good job, Daffy, again. Good job, Easy For You, a.k.a. Anderson. I see your post, man. Great work. Daffy for a third time. Wag with a really good review, regardless of a win or loss, posting his review. Love it. Got a 94 in your exam that you took in under 30 minutes. You're insane. Good job, Zach. Round of applause for Zach for passing in school.
Got a new 10-minute candle. Good job on your exam.
I'll show it on stream, Daffy. This is his PNL over the course of 1 week. Over 1,000%. Yesterday he was showing us when it was like 940 or 950, but he got a couple good trades in today. Insane job, Daffy. Well deserved, well earned. No problem, Matt. Glad to have you, and great job on your gains today, man.
Losing a little bit of steam, not too much. Meta right at the pre-market high. Amazon holding above it.
Daffy's going for Trader of the Month, I guess. Still possibility of seeing another bounce into today's open. If not, we'll possibly see them reject here and see a higher low made, or they'll end up double bottoming. But so far, we are we are so close to today's open again. A little bit of a rip, a little bit of a dip. Now we based, and now we're back up again. Very impressive.
Back over pre-market high with Google over pre-market high. Amazon right at previous intraday high. Apple pushing towards previous intraday high. Netflix coming up towards yesterday high. Pretty quick on Netflix here. See what that's gonna get yesterday high in 370.
Today's open has just now been tested. Tobias looking down on us. How are all you Americans doing this morning? Good morning, Tobias. Glad you got some breathing room, man. And good morning to everybody. There's almost 320 people in here. That might be a new current viewer high for us.
All right.
Already worked 12 hours. Damn, man. Try to take it easy. Get you a good relaxing break in. Weekend's close, Tobias. The weekend is close. Microsoft got some good movement. Amazon got some good movement to their high of day. Apple, Microsoft, Amazon all moving in sync. It's good to see. Meta as well. Google as well. AMD not so much. Nvidia not so much. Semiconductor sector weak. Part of the comm sector still weak. Healthcare weak. Staples base weak. Everything else is just kind of slightly up.
It's like getting closer to that pre-market high.
Sold your contracts, but easy 20% right there. Beautiful job, Jonathan Sherman. Have a good day, Spicy Pepper. No betting on anything. Too tired to make a high quality decision. No problem, man. Try to relax. Prop your feet up on the desk. Actually, Tobias doesn't even sit. Tobias floats. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. 100%, boss. Standing desk. See, I told y'all. I told y'all he doesn't sit. I do always call it out. I've literally never taken a trade and not called it out. I'm just not trading right now. I don't see the point. I'm probably just the first person anybody's ever met that's not taking a trade every 5 seconds, because that's just childish. It's very ignorant and stupid to take trades every 5 minutes. If you catch yourself taking a trade every single day, you're the problem. Should not be trading every single day, every single move, every single time you get a little bit of an emotion or a little bit of an exciting move. Good call out, coach. Rejecting open. I am the problem. I haven't taken one today. I'm just managing my swing account. I'm not even worried about day trading right now. I'm focused on something completely different with my lifetime crew. But we go down today. The 1 minute candle says so. Literally, that's literally how people act. Tobias, that's funny. That's 99% of traders too. Like, I'm not even joking. That's 99% of people who trade. It's always, oh, I gotta trade today. I have to trade today. I have to hit my daily goal. Why do you even have a daily goal? Why are you trading daily? That doesn't make sense. You're just gonna screw yourself. And it's funny too, because you ask somebody, like, ask them honestly, be like, hey man, how many trades have you taken this week? No, not you, Mel. But there's people who you ask and you'll be like, yo, how many trades have you taken today? And they'll say, oh, I took 1 or 2. You know, it's like, all right, awesome, man. What kind of trades were they? And they can't tell you. They can't, for the love of God, tell you or break down what they did in their trade. They'll just tell you about their gains or their losses. There is no fundamentals or meat of conversation that you're going to get out of them. That's because they're not trading. They're guessing. 99% of people guess. If you can't break down why you entered, why you held, why you closed, why you had to stop out, why you took profit, why you had that there, if you can't explain any of that, you are the problem. You're more worried about money than you are the actual fundamentals of you taking that trade. Good job, Hans H. Hopefully I'm saying that right. pretty awesome name. Because IG and TikTok says so. And that's a big problem is social media. Everybody watches social media way too much, and they picture, oh, I have to trade every single day. It's like, okay. Who's that? How is that helping you? Taking more trades doesn't make you a better trader. Sorry to tell you the truth. Dude, literally, Tobias, it's crazy. Now the biggest problem is staying away for the rest of the day. You can do it, Hans. I believe in you. I personally believe in you. I've seen the guys who will show you only the highs of what profit they could have gotten. I like the wording there. Yeah, for real, Matt. That's how it is. And that's just not how I am. If you want to come in here and anybody wants to ask me, certain things, awesome. But I'm not going to sit here and cater to children. It's just not what I'm about. I'm about creating a community full of leaders, mature traders. I'm all about maturity. No, this is not supply, coach. This is simply a fib retracement. We went from today's open down to today's low, and this is the area we get. If we rejected this, we'd be moving lower right now. We got back above the 9 EMA. Tested today's open, and now we're testing on top of it, possibly giving buyers a little bit of potential strength to move higher again. Ow, my elbow. On this particular one, I did, Mike. Went from the meat of today's open, I drew it all the way down to the low of that bottom candle. Hi, Bueller. I don't write much here because I'm not good at expressing my thoughts, but I am getting better with my trades, win or lose. Love it, Jackie. And if you want to, you can always post your trade reviews in the chat as well, and people will drop their own thoughts on it. I am building my discipline and skills slowly. I am happy you are my leader. Hey, man, we're all leaders, Jackie. Glad to have you in here. Oh, my bad, Devontae. I answered your question, though, by answering his. I did see what you asked, though. On that one, I went from meat of today's open down to the low of today, the wick. Got stopped out of video, saw a 5-minute close below pre-market level. What did I do wrong? I don't know. What did you do wrong? Where'd you enter? Where'd you exit? Below pre-market level, what did I do wrong? Below what pre-market level? Saying pre-market level doesn't really help me because there's an entire pre-market. If you've been looking at my screen, I don't even have that. I have 195 as a break below. We broke under, lowering volume. That's a false entry. So that's what you did wrong if you entered on that candle. No rising volume past a certain level. I wouldn't say it like that though, Jay Blonde. I wouldn't sit there and say, "What did I do wrong?" You know, it's okay to get a loss, but try to understand why. There was no entry there. The level broke, but not with anything significant. I have no clue creator trades. I'm not even sure what you're talking on right now. Love you too, Mark. See you later, Jackson. Everyone chatting better have left a like already. Preach. Appreciate you, Spac-Man. Love you. I'm not sure creator trades. I'd have to go look. Were you just joking about getting doxxed, or were you just...
Apple's slowing down. Meta's still trying to chug up. It's getting over 145. Microsoft's slowly moving up.
Yeah, Sinful, you missed everything, dude. No, you didn't miss much. We had a little bit of a dip. A failed 80% entry happened, which... Let me go over that, because I saw a few of you asking. We did have lowering volume, so this did confirm a potential entry. Went right up to the control point, and you got a drop. Remember what I said, though. If you're entering this play from the top of that retest, your first take profit needs to be the low of day. So you should have already trimmed some or just waited for a new low to be made. Neither of those happened. Well, the first one happened. It did hit the low of day. But then it reversed. You got a pretty good reversal, closing over the 9, and a good close over past this area here. This was a time to say, hey, I need to be out of that trade. Right? And now we've gone back up. Hit today's open, rejecting it right now, and now we're seeing, can we hold this area? Can we get a good bounce from it to take us to a new high of day, or are we going to lose this area and possibly make a new low of day or a double bottom? There's a few things we have to look out for moving from here. How are you doing, Sinful? LL Meme Lord. Did who go to college? Me? I didn't even finish high school. I tried to give you more than one like. Stupid YouTube won't let me. Darn. The old like duplicator. It's okay, John Gorsh. I don't really actually care about the likes. It's just kind of cool to try to see the numbers try to even up more than anything. You know, work and stuff. The plug just dropped off some G Fuel. Some true gamer energy. It's actually a long story, Spac-Man. I didn't choose to drop out. I was pulled. Went into plumbing, tried to get a better license, had to get my GED, got my GED at like the age of 23 or 24. And now I'm here. Long story short. Pretty aggressive pullback. We had rising volume over the previous candle. It wasn't as much volume, though, as that candle shows. So I would not be surprised if this ended up being a higher low and you get a little bit of wicking, small body and wick type candles popping up here until a new low of day is broken. Just because that's a huge candle, but not a huge amount of volume. No, I did not start with options. I started with just normal shares. I was really big into like dividends. It's really cool doing like compound interest math, kind of figuring out, oh, this is the months I'll get paid dividends. This is how much money I'll make. This is how much it can be when it reinvests, blah, blah, blah. 27. Hey, Bueller, can you recommend a good phone or tablet for trading? Computers give me migraines and I'm determined. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I have an iPad. I haven't really used it for trading much. I have done it, I think, 2 or 3 times when I went on vacations or different trips, which that was a while ago. And I took my iPad each time, and it seemed to be decent. It wasn't the worst. Devontae said try blue light glasses. That's a good idea. What's up, DX Mac? How you doing? Check this out. My Tesla share looks like me 6 months to make solid gains. Held over 48 shares and only bought Tesla on heavy red days. Sold a bunch today for 30% gains on shares. Good job, Rambo. I'm so happy to hear that, man. Beautiful job, too. Just kind of catching it on days where it was looking bad, buying it up. It's harder to do than say. So really good strength, mental strength, Rambo. If on Windows has its own eye care mode version, very easy on the eyes. Oh, I didn't know that. Turn small red day to a nice green day. Best day of the week. I'm so happy to hear that, Chan. Great work. Be sure to post y'all's trade of you guys. Don't just tell me that you're doing good or you're doing bad. I want to see it. I want to see you applying that effort. I was showing y'all what username shows me this morning. I want to see you posting in this channel. I want to see your put your trade reviews, regardless of a win, regardless of an L. Post your review in here. Put a chart up. Circle an entry, circle an exit. Talk about what your target was, what your stop loss was before getting into the trade. You know, what was your thought process before? What were you feeling or thinking in between the trade? And then how did you feel after the trade? Let us know in your trade reviews. Post those, though. You don't just get to trade and then that's it. Trade and review. Reviewing is more than half the battle. I don't really use the hourly too much, so I'm probably not helpful to you, Tobias, but I'll look. Honestly, if anything, I see a falling wedge, and I see that without even having to draw anything. You see how we kind of have this angle forming here? It looks like a falling wedge to me more than it does, but I would see why you say cup and handle. It does kind of have that look to it. My bad, Wag. I didn't mean to put you on blast like that. I was just about to read them too on my other screen. I apologize. I did not mean to do that, man. I swear. That's funny. Taking this L with lessons didn't let this candle finish trying to the 4-bar play. I was looking for continuation downside. Didn't work out for me. Honestly, you had a good loss on your first one. What is this? Microsoft? I would actually consider that a good loss, which is probably weird to hear out loud. But again, I would call that a good loss because your entry makes sense. I like your entry that you posted. And then your stop loss, very passive, so you're not really losing a whole lot of your initial position. So I actually like your first loss, Wag. Let me go read your second one. Jesus, Daffy is just on freaking fire. Somebody was saying we need to make a Daffy channel. Hey, another L done for today. Really bad for this guy, but making sure to learn from it. I think I have a refresh on how to play these. Going back to study overall. Oh, I see what you did. What was your stop loss on the second play, Wag? Maybe I'm just blind. 195 key level on my chart. Okay, perfect. So you had the same level as me. The only thing I would say about your second one, WAG, again, your stop loss is good. Don't hate your stop loss. Your stop loss is a good spot. The only thing I would say on your second one is the entry was a little bit too antsy. You did have rising volume, but it was still nothing in comparison to what the volume was when we fell, if that makes sense. But I do see what you're going for there. Also, I would have been more importantly looking at you see how it like popped up above your, what is that, VWAP or whatever that moving average is. See how it popped up above it and then it kind of came back down and then popped up above it again, and that's where you entered. I would have waited to see if it could pop back above that first time it rejected. That would be a more passive approach. So your entry, I'd say, was a little off, but I actually think your exit was still sufficient. I think that was a good exit. And you can see DX Mac just had it too, aggressive entry on the Nvidia, which I love your first loss. Your second one, though, I think your entry could have been a little bit different, or no entry at all, really. But I actually like where your stop losses are, WAG. Really good job posting that. I actually get kind of annoyed when I see people post their reviews and they don't say anything about a stop loss. Like, it just doesn't exist. It's like, dude, I don't care if you won or lost the trade. I want to know what your stop loss is. Like, I want to see how you think. So I can see you're posting really good stop loss positions. But the second one, I would say your entry was a little too aggressive. Not the end of the world, though, WAG. Like you said, learning lessons. I think you're already kind of getting a good picture of where your stops need to be. So I'm very happy to see that, because that speaks more levels about that than your losses do. I think of buying my contracts too out of the money too. Shake my head because I'll get the percentage, but it's nothing. A win is a win, right? Yeah, be sure you're not trying to buy too far out of the money, because that'll really hurt you more than anything. Nothing sucks more than taking a trade that you win on, but your contract sucks, so you really didn't get a good juice out of it. Hello, second day watching your stream. I really enjoy your commentary. Been in some other groups and their audio is just chest banging and chaos. Thank you for the stream. Well, I promise you I'll never bang my chest. Microsoft testing pre-market high. Could call out boo boo. Chest banging and chaos. I don't even know if I want to know what that means. Gotcha, makes sense. Yeah, 90 MA was the line. Definitely learning stop loss from your videos. Good stuff, WAG. Again, I would be happy about those trades. Yes, you lost, and maybe the second was aggressive, but I am very happy with where your stops are. Yes, that would more or less mean what we're looking at, boo boo. When we say aggressive, it's kind of like predicting rather than reacting. Just getting in earlier than you should is really what I meant by that. Devontae. I try not to yell too much because I now have a pretty good mic, and if I yell, the audio is just going to blur out. All the LFGs and screaming out a percentage. Yeah, I don't do that. I mean, I do that when we're in winning trades, but you're not going to see me do that for every single chart. I also know that, oh, okay, I took this trade and I won. Awesome. I mean, it's good to be happy about that, but it's not the end, you know. It's a whole lot more trades to look at. Oh, I got your creator trades. Ah, beautiful job, Isaiah. I would love to show this on stream if that's okay with you. Play 80% entry of open price. He bought a 0 DTE 402 put. Stop loss was close above the open, which would have been 15 to 20% down. Profited 34%. Entry, I waited for the red candle close at 9:25, 9:30 Central Standard Time. Hopped in right at the close of it. Exit sold 2 minutes before that close of the big red candle at 9:35 to 9:40 Central Standard Time. Notes. I like this part. Was nervous that a green candle immediately happened after my put entry. Held through because it didn't close above open and had lower volume than the retest of open. First target was that fib level Bueller drew on stream. Okay, so he entered as it rejected, pretty much. And then sold as it pushed that new low. Nice! Good job, Isaiah. Even easier to see on the 1 minute. Wow, really good job, Isaiah. You deserve a two fire emojis. Sherman, he said easy money, never gets old. Entry, exit. Like the retest of the 243.30s, plus the overall hold of 243 on the 5-minute chart, took calls from 151 to 180 for about 19%. Not my favorite entry, so stop loss was 240.20. So since he was a little, not as, he wasn't as comfortable with taking that entry, so he took it, but he didn't like it as much, so he kept a tighter stop loss. Very good idea. Would have liked to see more volume on the first target, hit to hold more contracts. Really, really good job, Sherman. I like that breakdown. I like how you said that too, that it wasn't your favorite entry, so you just kept your stop loss a lot tighter. That's really awesome. You deserve 2 fire emojis as well. And that's what I'm talking about right there. Posting a good review of your entry, your exit, really giving everybody the insight of what you're looking at.
Coming back down towards 401. Like Microsoft and Apple bringing us down. Amazon losing pre-market high. Google coming down a little bit.
Have an awesome day, Tobias. Thanks for tuning in, man. Love you. Really appreciate the analysis and feedback. Helps my confidence as a trader for sure. Time for some mental trading now. Love to hear it, Wag. And I'm honestly very impressed with you, Wag. I'm not just saying that to be nice to you. I really am. I can't wait to see where you are in a few months.
It's my boy, Wag. Get over all your trades on Sunday. Nah, bro, you had 2 good losses in all reality. You took the setup and it didn't work out in your favor. You can't get mad about that. Come back tomorrow and hit 2 bangers. Keeping your stop loss tight is half the battle. SPY starting to lose that yesterday high. Apple pulling us back quite a bit.
Keep eyes on previous day high on Apple. Could potentially ruin the stock market today if that breaks. Watch for Amazon to head towards previous day close. 97.20. Watch Tesla to see if they can break their low of day or not. Meta holding up pretty well. Google falling off again. AMD Nvidia still holding pretty well. Netflix making a new low of day. Nothing crazy yet, though. They haven't really passed it by much. Question remains, will we see 400 tested today? We've now seen the ultimate retest of 400.60s, which is the bigger level from the bigger time frame. 400.60s is very important. Good job, Zach. Good job, Spackman. Good job, Coach. Rough, Noxta. That's rough. DX Mac, can you let us know next time before you cut so I can get in? Yeah, for real, Noxta. What the hell, man? Spy is not liking all these stocks breaking supports.
Nope. Apple's breaking that yesterday high as we speak. Amazon at yesterday high. Got ES at pre-market low. And man's got some decent volume coming in with a minute 30 left. SPY.
Report, Pelosi sold 3 million of Google stock 4 weeks ago. Yesterday, the Department of Justice opened a lawsuit against Google to break up their tech monopoly. Pelosi gets a free pass for white-collar crime. Anyone else would be in jail. Solid tweet. Solid tweet. Spy hitting that ear level. Hey, good job, Zach. That's a huge gain, man. Build off that momentum. Ho, ho, ho.
Amazon's still holding it yesterday high. Apple's right there.
Mr. Bueller, what is the deal with gap fills? Are they always pretty high probability they get filled quickly? Most of the time, yes. There's a 92% chance that a gap gets filled. Now, timing, that's different. You have all kinds of timing with gap fills. You can have them happen within the next 1 to 5 days, or you'll see them happen within months of time. So it's not really fair to say, yes, most of them happen quickly. But there is a high probability that they are filled. It's like 91.6%. I was rounding up to 92. But over 90% of the time, gaps do get filled. No one, politicians. The timing is different though, Jose. It's not fair to say most of them happen within the same week. I would say some are quick, some are slow. So it's not really fair to say timing wise. Good examples of slow ones are Netflix. That's a really good one that just filled its huge gap that it had months ago. You know, but then you have some like on SPY these past few weeks where we see them happen over the course of like 2 to 3 days. You know, so. Gaps are a great strategy to try to focus on. I mean, you could just use the same strategies we use with them. Focus on an open range breakout into one. Real quick, I have to type SPY fighting to hold PDC, which equals previous day close.
So that's 3, 6 now. All right. A lot of things trying to hold those yesterday highs, bounce around pre-market highs.
Funded my account this morning with the $100 already up to 154 at 50% thanks to this group, Bueller and Dove. Good job, Intuition. And yeah, like Spackman said, be careful. Continue to just take trades that you are confident in. Focus on what you planned beforehand. Don't chase. Don't force. No revenge trading. You can do this, Intuition. If you've been practicing enough or reviewing enough, you could definitely do this. Take your time, though. Don't think you need to make 50% of your account every single day. Don't set crazy limits on yourself. You got this, though. Beautiful start. All right, next thing we're all looking at for everybody is the previous day close on SPY to break 400.36. If that can break, we will see a continuation down to possibly 399. If that breaks, we can definitely see 398, 397.30, which is a huge level we've been looking at for multiple weeks now. So we'll see what happens here. To the upside, if they can push up, a big thing to look out for is can they get past this level right here. If you guys have watched my Iron Hands video, you'll understand why. But this was the support that we just broke to make a new low, right? So it makes sense that we want to go up and test that at least, right? So we'll see if they can test that, reject it, or if they're going to push back down lower. And guys, thank you, seriously. We have over 220 likes. That is just incredible. any day we hit over 200 likes is an incredible day. That's a lot of likes. So thank you guys, seriously. I couldn't be here without y'all. Y'all are my entire reason. You know, wanting to do this for money is only going to take you so far. But I have a great community behind me, so there's my motivation. Not behind me, but next to me. Don't want to mean it like that. Dun 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 dun. Love you too, Daffy. Imagine SPY daily turns to a dark cloud cover. We could. We had the higher open, and that is needed for the dark cloud cover to even exist. The higher open could definitely help out the dark cloud cover if they just close a little lower. And good preemptive thinking, Isaiah. It's good to think about things like this because it's not like you're guessing, like you're saying, oh, this could happen, this could happen. Like, it's good to point out scenarios in front of you. So it's also good to remind yourself some preemptive TA, you know, kind of thinking ahead. Not guessing, not even taking trades on the guessing, just kind of focusing on the preemptiveness of it. Oh, this could happen? Awesome. You know, just pointing it out to yourself so you know that it's real. You know that it can happen. Hey, Isaiah, I see you. It feels good too. You feel a little bit more confident being able to tell a little bit more about the chart just from where it possibly is opening. It's crazy. Bigger time frame really does give you everything you need. The smaller time frame kind of lets you make it a little bit more precise, I guess. Where's that 398.94 coming from? 50%. Let's go see. Let's color code it. If I can click it. Do orange. Oh, it's I don't normally do this, but I had this added because this is kind of an in-between of this area range. So yes, it is a 50%. But the other reason was that this is kind of where we had trouble with last time, where we pushed above, held above, pushed above again. So it was just kind of a little bit of a range that we were stuck in. So yeah, I guess you could say it's a 50% fib level. I think we drew it like a day or two ago when I didn't like that 397.30 to 400 was a range. And yes, that's an okay range, but I didn't like it as much, so I added that in between levels. So I think you're correct on that. 762. I was wondering why I didn't go to the far side of my chart. I was like, I never do that.
Apple retesting that yesterday high, trying to get back below it.
If Apple can maintain under previous day high and break lower under previous day close, that is definitely going to be a leading factor for SPY moving lower as well. Apple is that strong. Most of the FANG is next week. Yes, Pike. Next Thursday, we have Amazon, Google, and Apple all in the same day. Love is down big, as you had said. Short airlines. Yeah, I mean, airlines were just way up there for no damn reason. Like American Airlines, they'll probably see them break down more soon. LUV, I mean, a lot of these were overbought, so even if they had good earnings, you have to see it as like, okay, well, now that news is out, we got to take some profits, wait for this to base out again, you know. And like Boeing, they have a little bit of base here, so they're not really the worst. But stocks like AAL, DAL were just up off of nothing. You know, like they're just tired. So I'm not saying start shorting them, but they definitely do have a lot better risk reward for shorts than they do longs. Good looks though, Boo Boo. Again, I'm not, you know me, I'm not really looking for credit on any kind of play. But that was definitely an idea we talked about a few different days. Power hour streams, everything. Yes, I do check out QQQ. I just don't watch it a whole lot because JBake updates it a lot, and I'm already calling out the weights of tech, so I don't even really need to go check the QQQ chart. You already kind of have a good update just by looking at the weights of tech. No intuition. That's actually pretty good. What I would do is go from here, the meat of this low right here. I'd go from here to here, not from here to here. Just because this is where they slowed down at. This is where they had to break for a new low. But essentially, yes, what you're looking at is how you could view it. It's funny you say that. I'm actually coming out with the YouTube membership thing, and I'm making videos right now. And the very first video I made was how to tell a retest versus a reversal, and you can use it doing fibs. You know, using it how I like to use it. Nothing new. And that's actually what you're doing right now. So it's pretty cool. Ow. All right, let's see. Does SPY want to continue range trading here? We're going to get a break lower. We're going to get a good bounce back up to the retest point. For the most part, this looks like it wants to come back down still.
Amazon's still holding it yesterday high, saying Apple just need to see them push down below those. Google's been drifting below his since it broke below yesterday high.
$229 viewers, 229 likes. Y'all got it even. Y'all are legends. Oh. I spoke too soon. Look up PLBY762. Yeah, there's more likes than viewers now. I don't know how y'all are doing that. I'm going to guess when there were more people in here, they added likes and then left. Still, though, that's impressive. Yep, Playboy762, PLBY. There's also a strip club it's funny because I own a meme page on Instagram, and I know a lot of people on there now. There's a guy named Mark Moran who runs stuff, and he actually hosts earnings calls for a strip club. RICK. The first of his kind, let me tell you. Mark Moran is an entrepreneur for sure. An innovator. There's more likes than viewers, just like our voting system in the US. God, that was good.
That's a good one. Microsoft trying to come back up above that yesterday high. Apple's still holding it. Amazon's still holding it. Buy currently trying to get back above it. See if that's going to hold. Oh, it needs to get back over 402 now. Meta coming back up, trying to get back over 145. Overall, Tesla's had a pretty good range since open.
Never thought to ask if they have food. You know, it's weird. I've actually heard the same thing, that they have really good food. 38 retest on SPY and SPX. Pike. Get an in-person tutorial of your investment. Quotation, quotation, investment.
Gotta go to a work meeting. Facebook, Microsoft slowly creeping up.
$100,000 on side, 26,000 on sides. Oh, are you doing the Wolf of Wall Street joke? He's like, how do y'all spend this much money in a club? Like, it was the sides, pa. Who spends this much on sides? Wasn't he like, what is it, cure cancer thing? Actually, yeah, that's why we were there eating the appetizers, because it cures it. God, that's such a good movie. Donnie, yeah, Donnie, that's what his name was. Jonah Hill. God, that movie's too funny. What's y'all's favorite... it's not really fair to say, but what's y'all's favorite stock market related movie out of all of them? I actually saw a post on one of my friend's pages, Gar Capital. He has a... I'll read him out. And now I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Margin Call, Wall Street, The Big Short, Trading Places, The Wolf of Wall Street, American Psycho, Arbitrage, Equity, Inside Job, Boiler Room, and then, of course, Too Big to Fail. There's a ton of them. Trading Places is yours. Step Bro yesterday. Wolf of Wall. Oh yeah, we were doing that. my two favorite, or I don't know. It's not. I hate saying just one or two because there's so many that I really like. Like I really like Too Big to Fail. I really like The Big Short. I really like Margin Call. There's one that not a lot of people have seen that isn't really. I mean, it is stock market related, but not as much. If you guys have ever seen The Hummingbird Project, that is one I would watch if you haven't already. It's a little bit behind the scenes type stuff of like how market orders actually work. Like people sniping orders, selling it to people for cheaper. And it's called The Hummingbird Project because that's how fast. It's the single flap of a hummingbird is how quick your order can get bought and resold to you. But there's just so many. I see a few Boiler Rooms. Shout out to if you've seen Wall Street. That is a great movie. Yeah, The Big Short's solid, dude. That's probably like people always say it's like Margin Call or Wolf of Wall Street. I genuinely believe The Big Short's probably the best stock market movie based on the 08-09 crisis. But I like Margin Call, that, and Hummingbird Project. If y'all haven't seen that though, I would seriously go watch that today or this weekend. The Hummingbird Project's a really good movie. It's got that Jesse Eisenberg dude. It's got that mute actor.
Amazon trying to lose that yesterday low or yesterday high again. Apple losing yesterday high, testing pre-market low.
SPY staying under previous day close. Might be seeing a pullback soon towards 399. To 399. If pre-close remains as resistance, as well as 400.60s. I heard greed is good as well. Not like actual greed, but like the whatever. I heard that is good, Evis. I'll have to check that out. The documentary is really good, Kimura. I've seen that one. Added puts at 80% entry, up 80%, scaled half at 55%. Target was 400.35. Second take profit was 400.13. Now only runners left. Good job, Zach. I love to see you kind of getting out of some of your risk as price moved lower for you. Very good job.
Microsoft trying to hold yesterday high. Same with Amazon. Apple pushing off pre-market low. XOM coming back up towards 116. Meta trying to get back above pre-market high.
Tesla's still just squeezing too. Same for Meta. Squeezing meaning higher. The highs and the lows are converging into one point, forming an apex. Good updates by the YouTube chat so far. Jack, I saw that. Actually, let me go disconnect her. I don't think she means to do that. I saw a few people misclick and go in there. But yeah, there is a voice channel now in the Discord server. It's basically for my mods, and I gave Daffy permissions as well, but it's basically for them to go talk and stream whenever they want to. During my streams, after my streams, at 9 in the morning, it doesn't matter. So there's no set schedule for that voice chat. It's just for them to go in there whenever they want. They'll announce anytime they go in there. It's not just going to be random joining.
I like how Microsoft, Tesla, and Meta have been holding. See if they're going to pop these ranges anytime soon. SPY is coming back up a little bit. Futures back at that yesterday high. See if they're going to get it back above those.
Nice hold of the 400 level. Look at the first line of my TA this morning. I noticed how correlated my trading is with my stress/anxiety. I've been trying new things, but wanted to ask what y'all do to distress to get some ideas. A big thing I do is just take a break. Because sometimes I get clustered. The best thing to do is for you to walk away. Go do something else. Go work out. Working out's a really good way. Go on a jog, on a walk. Literally anything is better than just continuing to look at this. When you're feeling that cluster or anxiety feeling. Another really good thing too is eating healthier. I feel like a lot of people eat like shit nowadays, and they always wonder like, why do I feel bad? Like, oh, I don't feel so good while trading. It's like, dude, you eat like shit. Go work out. Go eat something better. Get your mind off of this. I've been doing it more and more every single week lately. Every day after a stream, I'll go get a little sweat in just to get my mind off things. I come back and I feel 3 billion times better. I feel refreshed. It's the only way I've seen that is effective, is going and getting active.
Man, Bueller's getting swelled up. Mm-hmm.
Literally, just going for a walk is better. Daffy says, I change diapers. Daffy be wiping aggressively. I go for walks, slow down on the trades too. 100%. And that's another thing is sense of urgency. You know, do you want to do good in the market? Yes. Do you want to trade? Yes. Do you want to make money? Yes. These are all stupid, easy questions. It's like, no duh. But how do you want to go about that? Do you want to do this while being super stressed? Do you want to do this while being comfortable? Then you need to set more realistic goals and limitations for yourself. You shouldn't be sitting here going, I'm going to trade every day. I'm going to trade every 5 minutes. I'm going to trade every day's open. Every 40% entry I see, I'm taking. Every 80% I see, I'm taking. You shouldn't be looking at things like that. Don't trade daily. Focus to trade good setups, not just because you see things moving or you see other people doing well. So it's also about your mentality too. That's also helpful. I used to try to force trades daily and it was super stressful. Now I just watch and be damned if there isn't an 80% all the time. No big deal if you miss a few. 100%. And also never comparing yourself. You know, you'll always see people go like, oh, but my friend's doing this. It's like I can do that right now with Daffy. I could be like, oh, well, Daffy's up 2,000% this past few weeks. You know, like I wish I was doing that, this and that. Like, how does that help me at all? It doesn't help me at all, right? So you should never compare yourself. Never look at other people's goals. Never look at other people's, you know, success and results and go, oh, damn, I want to do that, or I wish I could do that. You know, you shouldn't look at it like that. But the best way to distress, to answer your question shortly, is go work out. Go get a sweat in. Go walk. Even not sweating, just getting a walk in. You know, walking away from everything. It's so much better. You'll feel 3 billion% better. Shovel some... Yeah, go over to DX Max's house or Devo's house and shovel some snow. Take a cold shower. Comparison is never healthy in any area of your life. Exactly, 100%. It just adds more pressure, unneeded pressure that really isn't helping you at all. Yeah, 1 second, detouch. I'm linking somebody Workshop 11, and then I was going to pull it up. I was actually going to do it right now, but then I saw somebody ask a question. I wanted to answer it for them. They were asking, where do they find Workshop 11? Can you believe this, guys? I'm still getting asked about this. All right, so here's my good friend D-Touch's trade review on IWM. He's king of it. 2-minute with the 5-minute chart. First 10 minutes we do not trade due to a high probability of a fake out. Right at open, the 2-minute looked pretty good for buyers. The 5-minute, not too great. And see, that's not even like anything that's like about the trade. He's just dropping more notes, more thought process into his review, and that's exactly what I want to see. I want to see you guys posting this, just extra info. It doesn't even have to exactly relate to the trade. Initially was looking for a gap fill given the gap up at a major resistance. Waited for an entry as price broke and retested current day open / the green line. That setup gave me an 80% entry. Stop loss was pre-market high. Look at him labeling everything. Why did he enter? Why does he like it? Stop loss, everything. What do we have next? Heavy selling pressure. I held past my first target and secured 3 at the second target, reducing my exposure. As I trimmed my position, I noticed on the 2-minute we started to see some buyers' reaction with increasing volume. Looking at the 5-minute, it was not existent. There was no existence of any kind of volume there. To myself at ease, I did the Leland fib. Good job. Grabbed the low to the high of the initial break, and what do we get? A rejection off of the control point and golden pocket. That's what CPGP stands for. Let's see what he did here. So here's the 2-minute chart. Here's the 5-minute chart as he explained in his review. Got a little buyer reaction. Like he said, not really sexy on the 5-minute. He was correct about that. As you can see, we ended up breaking 189 here. He got into his put entry at 941. Looking good on the 5-minute as well. Trimmed 3 contracts at 944, which is literally 3 minutes later. Ends up getting outside of the new break below, or the new low of day, you could say. He caught that 188 support though, so really good take profit spot. Nothing that really got him out of the trade here. Nothing really that really launched it back over price to get him to cut. Trimmed 1 more into strength, and then he's all out at 957. So a 16-minute trade, and he got a huge gain. Let's see what he got. Okay, yeah, so here's his first trim. He got 30%. Second trim, 66%. Last all-out trim, 108%. Wow. Hold up. Put some fire emojis on that one. A verified badge. An alert. What else can we add on here? Is that 1 million? That better be. We'll do the big brain thing. We'll do the other big brain thing. Maybe one more. Another brain, why not? And just to top it off, we'll throw a mic on there. Good job, though, D-Touch. Seriously, I love the soup. I felt like I was reading a username review there for a second. That was a lot. Mental trade, retracement, rejection, SPY was leading the way. Entered at 1.4, trimmed at 1.61 as we broke low day with volume. Stop loss raised to 1.5, hit on the next candle. Entry, exit. Oh, okay, I see what he's saying here. Wow, really good mental trade, DX Mac. Something that would have maybe kept me in, because this isn't about stop knock stuff, you're still here. I think one thing that would have kept me in was seeing the wick on top here and seeing the wick on top here. That maybe would have kept me in. Yes, it did close over by a couple cents, but it really wasn't anything significant, if that makes sense. So that's maybe one thing. Also, the volume really wasn't anything special. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I mean, it really wasn't anything crazy. It didn't even reach your average line here. So it's not like it was a crazy rejection or a crazy jump. Just weak price action in general. So that's maybe something that would have kept me in. What time frame is that? That has to be the 2-minute. Maybe I should have kept my eye on the 5-minute as well. Yeah, and see, that's kind of what helped out D-Touch here for a second too. You know, at first, you know, in the 2-minute, this looks crazy good for buyers, right? But then on his 5-minute, he's like, oh, It's not really doing much, you know, so it kind of gave him a little bit more confirmation. So maybe that would have helped you out a little more, in the same sense that it helped D-touch. I give him a little bicep. Hey Bueller, say I wanted to day trade on the 30-minute. What would be the best bigger time frame to do my emerging candles on? If you watch the 30-minute, I would also watch a smaller time frame just to give you some more short-term confirmation. But you might like the weekly or the daily still. The daily still might be sufficient enough for you, but you might want to check out the weekly as well, just to see if that helps you out, to give you less levels so you can use them for your 30-minute candles. I'm not sure, though, to be honest with you. I don't trade on the 30-minute. I look at the 30-minute to just get some confirmation, because the 30-minute is a super strong time frame. Like right now, this looks like a bear flag to me. Is if we don't break anything to the upside here, like this support here, the 9 EMA, maybe even the retracement percentage, this just looks like a big bear flag to me before a continuation down. I can confirm that by the candlesticks and the volume. So it really depends on what you're going for there. But I would backtest a few things. Nox, I think it was Noxta, had a really cool idea for me making a video on backtesting, how you can do it. All right, let's do one more rundown on SPY. What to look out for next is we've gotten a good defense of 400 so far, so that's a good sign. So you should expect some buyers to step in. As long as we don't see a push over this retracement, you should see them range trade between here. If you see a push over this initial retracement, you can see them test today's open again and possibly make a new high. If not, though, I won't be surprised to see us in between here most of the day. If we do reject and have a good push down, they're going to need to take out the 400 level, 400 flat, the psychological level, very important. Below that, you have pretty much every dollar down. 399, 397.30 are two very good targets afterwards. If you go back out to the bigger time frame, we had a higher open. So far, we've just gotten a slight retracement, nothing crazy. I had to leave that. They were talking. But they had a good rejection at 403, got a pullback, pretty much filled that gap, and now we're just kind of range trading here. So I'm not really surprised to see us not moving too much. The big important thing will be tomorrow to see, can we defend 399? Are we going to reject it? Are we going to break under it? Are we going to hold on top of it, continue getting a good bounce? As long as we hold this in 400, we should continue higher. It should be your bias. If we end up breaking 399 and we break the 9 EMA in the bigger time frames, there's a big chance we're going to be testing 396, 394, and maybe even see 390.50 again, which I can remove this now. But I've been enjoying keeping this gap fill here because it was very important for us to see if price could retest down here. So I'm going to leave it there for now. But overall, I hope you guys understand what we're looking forward to next on the overall equity market, including SPY and a lot of these tickers we're looking at. I didn't call out any plays today, I don't think. I called out a couple ideas for certain things, but I didn't really see too much that really pushed me into wanting to give you guys a trade idea, so I just didn't give one today. And I'm glad I didn't, because for the most part, it's just been a little bit of chop, a little bit of range trading, which is good. This is needed price action. I am kind of liking NVIDIA, if they can get some volume. I like that they're kind of curling up here. And whoever said it earlier, you are correct, that we are seeing a lot of kind of falling wedge looks, so I'm not surprised. But thank you guys again for tuning in. Thank you guys for being here, dropping likes, donating, anything you can to be here, engage, interact. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. But I'll see you guys later on. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Feel free to tune into the Discord. Join the Discord if you want. It's in the bio of the YouTube if you want to continue messaging and hitting everybody up. Do you recommend marking opens of candles when they gap up, even if they are not emerging? I would just mark the gap range. I wouldn't really worry about the gap itself and marking it. But I'll see you guys later on. Have a great rest of your day, and love you all. And no, I'm not coming back for Power Hour. I'll update if I do, but I'm most likely not, just because of all the news and earnings we still have. It's just going to be kind of wasted TA, really.